Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Geeked Up Podcast, your home for entertainment, enlightenment, while adding thought-provoking questions with a comedic twist. Join us every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. for more content. And enjoy the show.
What is going on, everybody out there, man? It's been about a week or so. Like, what the fuck? What was we doing? We apologize, man,
What's
but we
up,
back
y'all?
now.
What's up?
You hearing these voices? You know what I'm saying? You hearing these voices? You are now tuned in. You know what I'm saying? To the Inside Wolves Entertainment crew giving you Geek Up Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Your home for all things general news, music, sports, entertainment, yada yada yada. With a twist, a comedic one,
comedic twist indeed.
Listen, I am your boy Jay Millie on the video. I have Millie. I got my co-host, man. We missing one. You know, he gonna be back later, but y'all know what to do.
You already know who it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's Juju, the fan favorite. Leave it like that. You know? Thank you. You know.
Clap it the fuck out.
Yes, sir. What's going on, people? It's Q. Glad to be back. Glad to bring you guys some great conversations. Let's go ahead and dive right into this episode.
Let's dive into it, man. Listen, first thing we want to do, you know what I'm saying, before we get into all that, you know, look at all this melanin. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this carbon that's built inside of us. We definitely gotta give y'all some black facts and Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start with one that's real relevant. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look. My prediction, I'm just gonna go ahead and congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Fly Eagles fly. You know what I'm saying? Birds by a billion. You know what I'm saying? We winning, but more importantly, we got two black quarterbacks going up against each other.
Yeah, we do.
For the first time ever in NFL history, man. This is crazy. That deserves some claps. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get them in, man.
Yes, man. Claps up, man.
Yes, man.
Even
so we wanted to give y'all that.
Even though we don't really talk about the NFL too much, guys, but you know we do have to send that kudos, pay homage a little bit for something. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time in history on not only, you know what I'm saying, Black History Month, guys. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. Happy Black History Month to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's just enjoy this wealth together. You feel me?
It puts in perspective for you how not too long ago things were very, very different. For this to be the first time in history, seems like it's crazy. But hey, just let you know things are still changing.
Somebody said this to me. Somebody said this. Slavery was only 2 75-year-old grandma, you know, saggy titty bitches ago. That was that's what slavery was that long ago. I'm saying, couple of y'all grandmothers, you know, couple of y'all great grandmothers, you know, probably don't say that word. You know what I'm saying? But
that in itself is crazy. But I mean, 2 grandmas away. Yeah, that puts it right there in perspective. Now, you know what's funny too? I say this just because you brought that up. I heard I forget the comedian who said this exactly, so forgive me. But he said something to put in perspective your age. He said if you're 50, you got 30 more summers left. And that's just something. That's just a funny way to look at it. Right?
Yeah, that don't make me feel any better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right? No. You know what I mean? It doesn't really put in a good perspective for me.
It's perspective. Like it's a perspective though. That's the thing.
Like I said, 50 summers. Yeah, I'm gonna be real upset. Like, damn, I only got 25 of these bitches left. Damn it!
Right.
Better live it up. Live it up.
I'm ready to go spend all my time at the Four Seasons. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Get on the seasons.
For sure.
Oh man.
Well, it's funny that you say this because, hey, everybody wants to celebrate this month, especially in today's climate, and some people go about these things in some questionable ways. So, over here at Nyack Middle School in New York. They were for Black History Month. They were given chicken and waffles with watermelon for dessert.
Yes, boss.
The middle school sent a letter to the parents saying we are extremely disappointed by this regrettable decision and apologize to the entire community for the cultural insensitivity displayed by our food service provider. They just wanted to do this in acknowledgement of Black History Month. Yes, middle school served them this.
A school that is up north, guys, okay? And where, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, where was it safest for those people to go when they were trying to avoid those capturers? You know what I'm saying? Up north. You know what I'm saying? Well, so it's a little interesting.
That don't sound like a safe. That don't sound safe to me.
It don't sound like a safe haven up north, man.
I'm 10 years old. I'm coming to school getting fried chicken and watermelon, like knowing damn well you probably don't get that at home on a regular basis. First of all,
that's crazy.
First of all, who the fuck eats watermelon for dessert? That is not.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. They got.
Like I'm just gonna wash this mac and cheese down with some watermelon
with some good watermelon.
I'm finna wash down this golden crispy fried chicken with watermelon. Who said that was?
Fried chicken,
the move. You know
mind you, y'all forgot. Mind you, the waffles too. You get the waffles with it too. You got the waffles.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Green, perfect.
the chicken waffles, and then the watermelon. Y'all think that? What do y'all think about this? This is just a little insensitive. You think this is purposeful? You think that they meant well? You think that they didn't mean? What y'all think about this?
Most definitely think this shit was personal. Like, I feel like it was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was intentional. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they expected all the kids to come. Thank you, sir. We so appreciative. We really thank you for what you bestowed upon us. We really thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
I feel like that's what they expected, man. But come on, bro. They knew that was bad, bro. They knew,
crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's. You don't just do that with no intent, thinking innocence, pure innocence. You gotta know there's a little bit behind that, bro. You just
at least a little bit of stereotype. Even if you meant well, it's a little bit of a stereotype there. That's crazy to just throw out there.
Somebody.
Yeah,
ain't nobody on the board was like, you know what? Let's think about this meal prep for these damn kids before we roll out with fried chicken, waffles and water. Like, nobody on the school board thought about it.
Everybody thought it was a great idea.
Really said, apparently. You know what? Let's not.
In theory, bro. In theory, I love the idea. I love the idea of creating the importance of like Black culture and like celebrating, what makes cultures unique and and projecting it. But you know what I'm saying, and doing it in the right way. But when you do something that projects stereotypes way more than it projects the Black culture, like, nigga, watermelon, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog.
Why you throw that one in there?
Like, come on, yo. Like,
where that one come from?
And the fried chicken, feel me? Like, listen, everybody love fried chicken, bro. I mean, I'm not going to...
Waffles is very... It's still... Don't get me wrong, I ain't going to, you know what I mean? Just like Headface, I ain't going to turn it down. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely debatable how it's presented to you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's presented.
It becomes offensive at that point. That's exactly what they did, man. That's why they drew that type of offense. And it's not like they like went out and they sent like a newsletter or like a email, rather for like right, who the fuck do newsletters? Like, this nigga was like, the fuck newsletter, you old ass bitch. Like, nah, but like an email or something saying like, hey, like, dearest, parents of blah blah blah, whatever school, we have inform you, that we're doing Black, celebration. We're doing a celebration here for Black History Month, but nah, it didn't come out like that. And that's just
it could have been so much more. They could have did something so much more courteous than that.
No, way better. I wonder though, because I mean, granted, maybe it's a little bit of just simply because they're children, so they wouldn't understand it. But also, as well, maybe they do. You think the kids was tweaking over this, or you think they was just like, hell yeah, we got a good lunch today, okay? Or do you think that the children nowadays was more woke than that? They walked in there and the children were outraged. They was in there like, what the hell is this?
If I had to give an honest answer on that, bro. And I mean an honest answer.
If it was me.
This was me, bro.
If it was you, middle school one.
Middle school me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking it's a little racist, but let me tell you, bro, we still tearing it up, bro. We still tearing it up no matter what. We gonna laugh. We gonna have our jokes, but we still gonna get that good little meal in. You just bestowed a little chicken and waffle in front of me. I'm good on the watermelon, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really my favorite fruit, but we gonna be tearing it up, saying like, damn, like we should jump the lunch ladies and all that, but we still gonna tear it up. We gonna have a whole plan.
After they done cooked y'all up all this, a great meal. It's gotta be done. It's only business.
There has to be some type of
being the lunch ladies.
You know what I'm saying? Like, They still gotta be reprimanded in some type of way. The food is good. They still gotta be reprimanded. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the staff? Yeah, no,
They gotta get reprimanded, man.
Oh yeah, no. You can call all types of bitches when I come through that line. Yeah, no, fuck you.
Definitely.
Who the fuck you think you are, you dumbass? Yeah, no, give me a thigh. But who
not that one. Not that one. Look at the other. Get that one back there. Get that one back there.
Why?
Y'all ain't got no dark meat.
Y'all ain't got no dark meat.
Y'all ain't got no dark meat. Fuck. Yeah. Like, ain't y'all got the Belgians? Fuck. Yeah.
Right. Oh man. It's a sad day.
Damn it, fuck it. Give me the Eggo. Come on.
They better not bring them depressed, thin Eggo waffles in front of me, bro. They better not. I don't want to.
Oh, they gotta use the maker for those things. They gotta really make them.
They do waffle maker.
They gotta really make them.
They gotta, bro.
Yeah, he's not jacking anything less than that. I can honestly.
Yeah.
What?
No. I was just gonna say it's just I just can't get over the watermelon aspect of it. I mean, that was really like the screaming factor in it. Like, like if y'all didn't know, like like that was like that's like
when they thought that was funny.
If you want to offend a nigga, like if you want to offend a black person, you know, I shouldn't say nigga. If you want to offend, you know, African American black person right off rip, just definitely just to say insist that you think that they love watermelon. I mean, that's.
I won't lie. That is one of the like token. That is one of the token stereotypes things right there.
Right.
I get offended. I don't.
Nigga eating watermelon. Ha ha ha! Like, come on, yo.
Yeah, like come on. Yeah, right.
Come on, bro. Like, yo, no, not this month, yo. At least not this month, man. Any other month, okay. You know what? That's fine. I get it. That's what we got to deal with, right? But damn it, this time, fuck. Like,
it's
come on, man.
I feel like every single year you're gonna see something. Somebody's gonna do something, whether it be a school or a store or just anything of that nature. Everybody thinks when it's coming up to either MLK Day, Black History Month, anything in June involving Juneteenth or anything like that, you see all these places trying to do something to really support the culture, support the movement, show that they care. And it's like, bro, y'all don't be having this foolproof plan before y'all roll these ideas out, bro. Like,
have y'all seen some of like
the
black statues that they've been putting out? That have been absolutely just atrocious,
butchered.
Like some of the craziest statues I've ever seen are being done for these things.
Let me ask you, because you want to speak on that. Let me ask you real quick, yo. What is the worst like like celebration or like here you go, like, for Black History Month thing that you've seen over the past couple of years? Because I got one that shit is so funny.
There's one in particular that comes to my mind immediately. It was a fried chicken ad. I think it was for KFC or Popeyes. It was one of the two. And they had the drumstick standing up. And the shadow of the drumstick was the Black Power fist.
No, I do know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that shit.
That is hands down the worst thing I think I may have ever seen.
Damn, that might have beat my shit. That might have paused. That might have beat what I had. That might have. That might have won.
17 minutes and 20 seconds, bro.
Oh my god!
Outlandish.
But that shit was hilarious, yo. Why the fuck did they?
That's a crazy ad. That is an insane ad. I don't know why they had the drumstick up there with it, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, I was gonna say the fried chicken. I'm sorry, the Black History Month ice cream that them niggas had came out with, bro. That Black History.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It was like,
they had a bunch of stores had them, like their store brand.
Yes, bro.
Like Kroger had they own like Black History Month.
It was like Black History themed ice cream.
Yes, bro. It was man, I gotta look at that, bro. I gotta see what it was because I think it was like. Bro, I think it was like red velvet, bro. I was like, hold up. Y'all niggas kind of got it though. Like, y'all kind of.
The flavor wasn't bad. It was the presentation though. Like,
I was like, the thought about it, I'm upset, but like eating it, I mean, y'all niggas might have did so.
Okay, this might not be that bad.
I do like Red Velvet.
If they would have launched that out without saying it was a Black history or anything on it of that such, I feel like Black people would have gravitated towards it naturally. You know,
a lot of it really does come down to the presentation. A whole lot of it really does come down to like the presentation and how it's just executed. Like the fact that they had those statues added in there in the wherever they are is very good, but the way that the statues look, oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, like come on, yo, MLK. They got MLK.
MLK is wild.
They got MLK holding a dick, yo. Like what was that?
If I'm not mistaken, isn't one of them like an Afro pick?
Yes.
One of them is an Afro pick.
Bro.
It's stuff like
Afro pick, bro.
I could be wrong. I want to say I've seen another one. It was for George Floyd, but like he had like a white tank top on still. I mean, it's cool, but y'all could have did something more.
I'm about to say, damn, that nigga.
Just a head or something.
I'm sure that nigga has Sean for sure with a collar shirt in his life. Like y'all could have one of them.
Yeah, some type of dress.
Like god damn,
he was thugging the whole way.
Whole way, bro.
But yo, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's quick. I don't think I have a statue. But for sure, I definitely seen something. I don't know if y'all have been seeing it on social media, but I've been seeing people, they've been buying this it's a drumstick. It looks like a deep fried drumstick, but it's ice cream. Like
it's
ice cream, but it looks like fried chicken. Like it looks breaded and everything. Like
I've never seen this.
I ain't seen that.
Even the packaging it comes in a bucket. It looks like a bucket of like Church's chicken, like KFC, Popeyes,
but ice cream.
It's ice cream. I don't know who is. I don't know who is behind these ideas, but it needs to stop.
Yeah.
Okay?
I've never seen. Man,
I'm gonna send it to
some
y'all.
of these presentations are crazy.
Yeah.
What the hell? Fried chicken ice cream? What the hell?
That shit ain't
Like a little,
the drumstick ain't gonna top anything.
It's like a little chocolate bar inside. It's like a little Twix or whatever.
Nothing is topping that drumstick with the afro. I mean, with the black. Fist,
bro.
Nothing is trumping that shit, bro. That
I
is
think it might have been
tier.
KFC that did that.
It was. I do remember that it was KFC, bro.
But I know what you're talking about, though.
I definitely remember this. And we definitely appreciate the representation, but like you said, it's just that the presentation is just bad. The follow through just never ever really looks good, unfortunately.
At all.
You know, in general though, like I do have an issue going back to like with like the school and everything. I have an issue with the school system in general, how they treat Black History Month. Like besides like put the like school lunch shit aside, right?
Right.
Like we always I'm tired of hearing about Rosa Parks sat on a bus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tired of hearing about Martin had a dream. Like what else? You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many other things that we do as Black men, Black women that have gone about in this world, but we don't learn about it, and it frustrates me so much because we learn from our environment, we learn from, and everything is pretty much generational when it comes to education because you learn from who it's passed down. It's generational. So if one man don't know something, imagine how little the next man knows, and so on and so forth. And it's just like once you're able to have that knowledge of self and understanding where you're coming from and who you are, and it feels so much more empowering. And to have these kids like not notice until they're able to go on their own and find their own little type of journey, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's damaging. It really is, because I'm telling you, man, it's fucked up. Because you get out there and you just don't know.
That's true, bro. I can definitely agree on what Hefe is saying as far as like the school systems. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to take away from any of the Black or African American role models that they're teaching us or teaching the kids about in school now. I'm not saying anything to discredit them. I'm just saying for me, if I'm just talking about me, and if there's kids like me that are also coming through school, not everybody gravitates towards the first just Black thing they see during Black History Month, where 9 times out of 10 it's always the Rosa Parks or MLK or just any other people that's highly talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we do need to see a lot more people that can that are just more updated to the culture, or just even the kids that are coming up now. Because you know what I'm saying, it's not everybody's gonna gravitate towards those role models that that kids are being taught. Everybody, like you said, they find their own lane, and then they do it once they're older, rather than just having that shown to them at a younger age, being able to open their mind and possibilities to so many other things. So I definitely can agree to just just teach the kids more than just, like you said, I Have a Dream or Rosa Parks or just anything of that nature. Just teach them more of what's happening today, current things that people can, decide to kind of like get them more familiar with now. We have so many African American people doing great things now. So,
bro, and it's like it's crazy because we're forgetting the most important part of African American. Like we forgetting that part about it. Like teach the kids about those African leaders in those different countries. You know what I'm saying? In the continent of Africa itself. Like teach them about like Marcus Garvey, like Al Selassie, like just teaching like stuff about like give the option to be able to explore instead of being confided to the same damn. Like it's funny because you open up them textbooks, and they say this shit was written in 1732. Like it's just like goddamn, like we learning the same shit that that people, but like realistically, like not 1732, but like 1960 something. So like realistically, and like we're going back to 1960, whatever. I mean, who's writing these books, right? It's not it's really not particularly people of melanated, skin. So yeah, you're getting. Personally, I feel like we're getting a condensed version of somebody else's version of what has gone on. A sample size. That is a perfect way to put a sample size of what really has gone on, and you're learning the same things that people had, back then, who has so many different like opinions and views about, Black culture, Black race. And it's just, you shouldn't be learning that way. Like you should be able to have, once again, the opportunity to just explore, know what else is out there, especially now we have the internet. Stop teaching these kids out the textbook,
man. I feel like them books are so outdated, bro.
Yeah, they really are. They always, no matter what class you ever go to, have you ever had a textbook that was like fully updated and fully up to date, like the most newest edition? Hey, I don't think I've ever had a class where that's ever been the case.
I should not see I Love Sharon in the back of my textbook, 1972. Like, Stan, I should not. I Love Sharon. Like,
1969 in the back of my book, bro. I shouldn't be seeing that. And seeing what year y'all signed the book out of the library. I shouldn't be seeing that.
That big diamond S that people used to write in it with the 3 lines and the shit like that. Yeah,
I think that was every nigga's like first like crack at graffiti. That S. Every nigga
trying to go ahead and get those lines together, make that look really.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that shit was
that definitely was that was a staple right there for growing up.
Was, bro.
And to close it out on the topic of what you just brought up, because I think that's very important. There's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of moving pieces that go into that. One of them, especially historically as well, which you speak about, is something that a lot of other people from a lot of other races do have the pleasure of. Is they get like familial history. And that's something that a lot of African Americans don't even actually know because of how slavery went down. And you can only go back so far. I don't know anything before personally. And it's something I'm actually in the midst of looking into is I don't personally know anything further than like my grandparents. I know the names of my great-grandparents, but that's it. That's I know nothing more than that.
That's very common. That's very common.
I'm the same way.
Extremely.
Especially with Black folks, because sometimes we just look at it like why? Like sometimes, like me personally, I even thought about it. I was like, why do I care? Like I don't even care. Like I know where all my family come. All my family come from this and the third, but ignorantly, I'm thinking that. But now I'm sitting there in my mind, like, you know what? Like no, it's. You got to be able to do that research and go that far back, know exactly what, tribes you come from, exactly what areas and what things, what I'm saying? So that way you know who you are, get a little piece of you.
This is very important because something that I've recently come into thought process of accepting, not just knowing, but accepting it, because we all know it, but we don't really like put it into like real tangible, I guess, thoughts really. And that is the simple fact DNA is not like a fancy scientific term for blood. like that DNA goes much deeper than that. That is literally stored information from people that have come before you, that came together to form people, that came from people to form people. This is their survival tactics. This is their fear. This is how they raise people. These are their anger problems, their addictions, their weaknesses, their strengths. All of these things are all combined. You are the latest model of your bloodline to date, if you're the whoever you are for that, unless there's somebody younger, I guess technically, but still, nonetheless, the point of it is the fact that that's much more important than people probably than it's ever highlighted. And the same thing in school as well. And then really to put in the school aspect of it as well is the fact that I just want to bring up the point that, like you said, you don't really know much about the African side of things. And not only just Africa, but just in history in general. You know about like Leonidas, you know about Alexander the Great, going even away from whites, you know about like Genghis Khan. And then you go back into like inventors and things. And all the people that we look up to are like entertainers or athletes of some sorts. And it's
so crazy.
There's much more to the world than that, and much more to success than just being like one of those things.
So crazy. And I mean, this is the last thing I'm gonna say on that, Quinn, because that was perfect what you said. We only know, for the most part, the black entertainers. We don't, and it's crazy because we have so many inventors. And you have to think about it like this:
black kings, emperors.
Slavery was a time where you have objectively speaking, right? Forget like the fact of like like slavery in, like in general, right? About the race part of it. If you hire somebody to work for you, essentially, right? You're making them do all the work for you. So if I'm a French man and I'm trying to figure out how to make some potato chips. Oh, how can I do this? I'm gonna get my whoever I hired to go do that for me. And that is literally how a lot of these inventions, I'm talking like potato chips, you know what I'm saying, and peanut butter. I'm talking that's how a lot of them started. And then it's literally just a lot of times, unfortunately, white men taking credit for inventions that their slaves have done, or things like that. And that's just unfortunate. But those are things that, once again, they're not going to teach you in school because all you need to know is that Rosa Parks sat on a bus and that Martin Luther had a dream.
Yep.
And then Malcolm X was a Muslim and he was Islamic and he got assassinated because he was Muslim and Islamic.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't take anything from this, everybody if you're watching or listening, if you don't take anything from this segment, trust me, just please just listen to this. Do your research on your lineage, your history. Actually, do your own research, not just look and see what's being pushed towards you or stuff that you see everywhere. Look at stuff that you gravitate towards as well, because you're gonna be surprised at how many of us, and when I say us, I mean African American people, who are doing other things other than like what Hefe said, like just entertainers. You know what I'm saying? So many inventors, creators, and things of that nature. Just like I said, just do your history. Just do your own research.
Yep. So. And most importantly, if they give you watermelon at lunch, if the chicken and waffles is right, I mean, hey,
man,
it's okay.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Eat up.
Even if do what you gotta do. Don't just make your decision.
Yeah, bro. Just do what you gotta do, man.
Do what you gotta do. But I have so then the following question for you guys here is, and I said it before the episode has started. It's a LeBron James inspired question because we're gonna bring him up later, and he definitely is broken a monumental record at that. So the question for you, gentlemen, is: once you've achieved greatness, once you've achieved success in whatever field it may be, there tends to be there's a quote that's used. Maybe you guys have heard it. The way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything. So that kind of goes to say, along with a lot of things, like spiritually, like in that spiritual culture as well. Everything's one, everything's connected. We're all one as well. So a lot of things, like I said, a lot of ways that you do one thing is a lot of ways that a lot of other things are done. Nature likes to repeat itself. It finds a good way to do something, it'll repeat that. So sustained greatness. How what are some key factors or some points that you've seen from people who have been great in whatever field it is for a long time? They've been walking legends, living legends after a while, went down in history, and they did it for a decade, 2 decades, so on and so forth. What are some characteristics of these people, some things that they've done that contribute to sustained success and greatness that you guys have seen?
Go ahead, Juan.
I feel like you got to be relentless. I feel like that's a good characteristic. Just somebody who's never gonna stop, no matter how many hiccups, speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? How many times they get turned around on their road to success. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you're relentless and you got that drive, you know what I'm saying, of just not taking no for an answer, I definitely feel like that's a strong one.
100%.
Motivation too. I feel like that's,
Gotta
if you have something that you're working towards, everybody's different. It could be family for somebody. It could be just wanting to tell everybody else that who said they couldn't do something, just to look at them and say that they did do it. You know what I'm saying? Just proving people wrong and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely motivation and being relentless. Having like a relentless, like tendencies and shit like that. I feel like those are like 2 strong key ones.
Big important, man, and building off of that. I really did fuck with this question, like, really hard. Because I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's really great. Because a lot of people, they get the success, right? Because they always say a little bit of success comes with a little bit of luck. That's what they say sometimes. They say come with a little bit of luck. So you get the success and you're there and you're thriving, and then you try to figure out how to either sustain it so that way you can exponentially grow it, or trying to figure out just how to even sustain it in general, or just keep it at least afloat so that way you don't sink and crash. But from what I've seen, I broke it down into 5 categories, bro. So I think the first thing you gotta do is be able to not only educate yourself for the first time, but educate yourself like completely throughout the whole entire process. Like, never stop learning. That is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because knowledge is one of the most powerful things, if not the most powerful thing you can have in this world. The more you know, the better off you are, and the better off you're gonna be for the people around you as well too. The dedication has to come after that. You got to be able, like Juan said, the motivation. You got to be dedicated, willing to put, willing to have the mindset that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to where it's, X, Y, and Z, or A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? You might fuck around and, stop at D or whatever, for a pit stop, you know what I'm saying? And pause. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Point is to keep going, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I stop at P, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep going.
We pushing, man.
Pushing P. Pushing. You know what I'm saying? But feel me? With that dedication, just like we talking about, man, that comes with the hard work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to actually put that work in and go, you know what I'm saying, willing to lose some sleep, willing to, to lose some, some thought, and, get out of your comfort zone and things like that. And speaking on comfort zone, you got to have adaptability. That's number 4. You got to be able to adapt, because things are ever changing in the world. Yeah, things are ever changing in the world. Nothing is ever going to be the same. If somebody ever tells you shit going to be the same, they lying to you. Don't listen to that nigga. He definitely, he probably, the only thing that's same about him is probably the rock he been sleeping under for the past whatever years, bro. That nigga don't got it. So you got to be able to change, and willing to do so with the times. And then the last thing, I think is my favorite, is humility. And I say that in the sense of, it's okay to fail. Like, you know how many times somebody fails before they're actually able to get running and go take off to wherever you got to be able to, have that humility, know that it's okay to be able to, fail, fall on your ass, ask the questions, get back up and do it all over again. It's a never ending cycle. But I think those 5 things, in my opinion, is what really goes into being able to sustain that shit or build it. Feel me?
Yeah, honestly, I can understand this. I there's a lot of success that can be obtained in a lot of different ways from a lot of people. But when we think of like greatness, like I said, LeBron inspired question, so that's going to like the higher echelon as well, the highest echelon of whatever field it is that you're in. First thing I would definitely say is a sense of self. I think that's very important for when you get to that level, knowing yourself.
100%.
Because something that LeBron really banks a lot on, and I use him just as an example because, like I said, that's what inspired the question. Something I've heard him say is, well, I'm not Jordan. And he's really ridden that his career is the fact, like, I'm not going to try and do this like Jordan because I'm not Jordan, and I'm not Magic either. So I'm not going to do it like him. I'm going to do it like LeBron because that's who I am. And he's went ahead and made his own niche in his own way. Hell, that's even something that I personally, and I still have him when it was all said and done, and I had to write down my top 10 all time. I put him in my top 5 off of sheer just willpower. But that's something that is why Kobe is actually, in a hot take, is not as highly ranked for a lot of people. It's because of the emulation of Jordan and the thing that is like, hey, you really did the same thing again. But again, it's very great that you did that. But you did the same thing again, essentially. Like you took down to the gum. It's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You're top 5, but still, it takes a little bit away. You got to have that sense of self. You got to have that sense of self. That's very important when it comes to success. Not everybody has the same routine in the morning. Not everybody's routine works for everybody. Not everybody has to abstain from the certain things that other people have to. It's all based down to how you are, and you need to know how you are in order to make that decision correctly. I would also go what you said, Juan, except I would take it even a step further with the relentlessness. I would say that the relentlessness aspect of it, it even surpasses. I would say it even surpasses the motivation, and that's really the only tweak that I would change to that is that because there's a lot of times, especially from things I've heard, that there's a lot of times you're really not motivated at all. If anything, you'd rather be doing anything other than putting in work towards what it is that you're trying to do. But they just be like, well, fuck it, and just go ahead and do it anyway, and just keep going. They'll be upset, mad the whole fucking time they're doing it, and they're like, man, this is gonna be good for me. This is gonna be good for me. This is gonna come out good for me in the end. I don't want to do this shit, but god damn it, I'm doing it.
Hey, Quan, what did Aaliyah say? You know what I'm saying? Famously, dust yourself off, then try it again. Try it again. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So yeah, I would definitely agree with those two for sure. I definitely agree with that right there, the relentless. But I'd even kick it up to another degree of relentlessness. You just gotta be nonstop, train bull in fucking China shop. Just keep going, charging right through a wrecking shit for sure.
Definitely, I would say, keep tunnel vision to an extent. When I say that, I mean just stay in your lane. Like, just focus on being the best you can be. Don't look at other people that could be doing the same thing and you trying to figure out why you didn't get to, maybe that person's ahead of you and you trying to figure out why you didn't get there yet, or just anything of that nature. Just stay locked in on yourself. Just believe in yourself. And like I said, just, you know what I'm saying, have that relentlessness about yourself and just, you know what I'm saying, persevere through it, man. So
I like the tunnel vision thing, man, because I hate a motherfucker that don't look up. Lee. So,
just you know what's funny? Actually, I don't know how that ended up. Nonetheless, I was going to say, well, I want to take what you said even as well. A good work and play balance too. That's something that I forget. That's something I think is very important as well. There's a good work and play balance. You don't need to play for as long as you've been working, but you do need to play as hard as you've been working. So even if you only like take the weekend off, don't let that shit be like just like really take that shit off. Like really have some good ass time and then get back to work during the week if that's what you got to do.
You coming with them lyrics today, Quinn? Working on the weekend like usual. Come on, man.
Working on the weekend.
Quinn coming with the Quinn. I know he's trying.
Well, it's beautiful that you say that because the next one, speaking of sustained greatness and great lyrics, we have the Billboards ranked the top 10 rappers of all time. And so I just, brief thoughts on each of these people on the list. We're gonna go from 10 to 1. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole segment here. So give me your thoughts on this. So number 10. Ready? The number 10 rapper of all time ranked by Billboard, Nicki Minaj. Higher, lower, lower means she shouldn't be on the list. So higher,
lower.
You don't think you got 10 over Nicki?
Yes, I have 10 right now. I'm looking at it's funny because I thought that you were saying do your top 10. Yeah, she definitely didn't come across my mind. I'm sorry, Nicki. I love you. She didn't come across my mind. This nigga. She's on the top 10 for a reason.
You have a list yourself right here?
I had a list myself, man.
Do you have them? Do you have it numbered?
I got it numbered.
Or who's number 10 for you? I'm curious then. That's perfect.
Eminem.
Oh, well, he's on this list as well. He's just not number 10.
Yeah, I know. I seen that list too. Yeah, go ahead. So go ahead and go through.
What you think, Juan?
I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued to see this list because I have yet to see the list. I want coming up with my own top 10 list.
Do you have it numbered?
I have a number, but I'll let you do.
I mean,
you talking about one?
Yeah.
So go ahead and go through the Billboard top 10.
Yeah,
we'll see how we feel about what they did, and then I'll go through mine.
This is even better than expected. Yeah. I didn't know you had your own top 10.
Yeah, I had my top 10.
Why that would be the case.
I put the thought into it too, man. I was right thinking.
We already agreeing on taking somebody off.
Yeah,
so here we go.
Sorry, Nikki. Nikki.
We're gonna run through and then
don't bees in my top 10. I'm sorry.
Number 9 and up. Here we go. Number 9 is Snoop Dogg. Number 8.
Yo, that's crazy.
Number 8 is Drake. Number 7 is Lil Wayne. Number 6 is the Notorious B.I.G. Number 5 is Eminem. Number 4 is Tupac. Number 3 is Nas. Number 2 is Kendrick. And then number 1 is Jay-Z.
Okay, I had number 9 and number 6 the same. So I had Biggie at 6 on mine. I had Snoop at number 9 on my shit.
Okay, so go from 10 to 1 with yours.
All right.
And then we'll go with you too.
Didn't have Eminem that high.
So 10. So 10. Yo, y'all gotta start listening, man. Y'all gotta start sleeping on Eminem, bro. Like
he's a good rapper.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, be honest with yourself.
I'm being honest with myself. Yo, I was just listening. I'm in the whip.
You said no, but nobody's throwing on the Eminem in the whip.
Yo, I was just listening, bro. I was just listening to
nobody's throwing on that.
The stand. I was listening to that stand the other day, yo. That shit was bumping. So look, I got Eminem number 10, Snoop D-O-double-G, that's number 9. I had Kanye at 8. Drake I had at 7. Biggie I had at 6. Nas was 5. 4 was Weezy F Baby. 3 was Tupac. Number 2 was Jay-Z, and number 1 I had Kendrick Lamar. That was my top 10 right there.
Okay. What did you have on yours, one?
Okay, so 10 I got Eminem. 10 I had to give.
You caved in.
I had to at least have one.
Yeah, you remember that Forever song? Yeah, you remember that shit.
No, I actually.
You remember how you were singing that bitch?
I didn't remember not one bar.
One was in that bitch. I want this thing forever, man, ever. Yeah, Juan was there. Juan was getting it, man. Juan was getting it.
So I had M. Let's see, I had M at 10. Crazy enough, bro. At 9, I actually have Snoop Dogg as well. It's kind of strange.
You do? Yo, I think he's just like, it's just
I had because
something about that number, bro.
He's getting the respect. He's getting the respect he deserves.
Snoop is number 9, bro. He's like right there, like
8. I actually have Nas. 8, I have Nas.
Okay.
7. Let's see. 7, I have Biggie. 6, I got Tupac. 5, I got. Hold on. Let's see where we go.
That low, bro?
Yeah, I'm just going based off of how it is. 5.
How it is.
I'm just talking about for me. If I was looking, if I had like
this
10
how
niggas,
he's feeling about it.
Right. I forgot.
At 5, I got Lil Wayne. 4, I got Drake.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
I mean 3, I got
All right.
3, I got
above Weezy, huh?
Yeah.
The student has surpassed the master, apparently.
Wow.
Oh, man, I just went out of order.
When was the last time you heard the Carter 3? You ain't listened to that recently?
I'm gonna tell you when the last time I heard it.
Ain't been in your ears?
I'm gonna tell you when last I heard it. It's probably been a good, you know what I mean, a couple years, bro.
So Certified Lover Boy was better than that. That's what she was. I'm just asking.
I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that.
Who's number 3, man? Who's number 3?
My bad. So
who's number 3?
Who did I leave off?
I mean, you left a lot of cool niggas off. I mean, you definitely left. I didn't hear.
Comes down to you, man.
I'm about to say,
yeah. 3. I would say I would go. Probably Pac.
You said Pac
2,
already. I think.
I thought I had Biggie at
They say
had Biggie down there.
Okay,
I ain't have Pac yet.
All right, my fault. All right.
Two, I would go. Damn, yo, Drake is low.
Drake is low. Drake is low. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I got him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I got him at 5. He might need to be 4.
Oh man,
Billboard got him at 8.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wow.
Who else you got on there? The top 2.
Come on, man. You didn't even.
Come on. I only had 8.
Come on, bro. You didn't even say Jay-Z yet. Like, what are you doing? What? Oh yeah,
I got Kanye though. I definitely got Kanye.
I want to talk to you, man.
Kanye.
Don't you listening have Kanye to, as well, Jay?
I got Kanye. Yeah, he was number 8, man. Kanye.
Why you don't think Billboard put Kanye?
You know
on
what?
There?
I would.
They didn't put Kanye on there.
Eminem. I would take Eminem out.
I don't think. You know, maybe
why not just add Jay-Z? You only have 8 so far.
Yeah, I don't get it, yo. What do you? Yo, you don't like Jay-Z?
Eminem don't gotta be there. Eminem don't gotta be there.
Honestly, oh my God, you hate Jay-Z that much.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd take Nicki before Eminem. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Man, listen, y'all. I think nonetheless, I seen what Billboard had produced, right? Because for those who don't know, I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they did this because we are on our 50th year of hip hop. So we definitely want to celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. 50 years of hip hop is crazy. But Billboard, I seen that list, man. And it really is wild. I seen Ja Rule actually post some shit. Ja Rule was like, I can't name 50 rappers better than me. And he was talking in reference to the list, right? Because he wasn't in the top 50. Yeah. So I did go back.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, yo, I get it. You know, we love MC Lyte. But dog, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think we was definitely getting it up more with Ja Rule than MC Lyte. Y'all gotta stop putting Curtis Blow up there. I know he can rap. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. Like I know. Listen. I love Curtis Blow, especially the next nigga. He can definitely rhyme. He rhyming ass nigga.
To get Curtis Blow ass off of here.
Damn it, yo.
All I know from Curtis is that one basketball song, man. That's it. That's all I got. To
get that nigga Curtis Blow out of here.
Curtis Blow off that bitch, man. But I mean, I don't really agree with the list in general. I mean, I liked the top 5. So I think the top 5 actually was pretty much Eminem, what I had.
Tupac, Nas, Kendrick, and Jay-Z.
Yeah. So pretty much, I put Wayne up there instead of Eminem. So I think they're pretty on par with that as far as the top 5, huh?
Kendrick's up there.
Yeah, yes. Number 2.
Yes, man. That's crazy. Yo, you.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm more like shocked at the fact Kodak ain't up there, or the fact that Eminem is and Kodak isn't.
No, it's
They're saying Kodak got robbed now.
Bro, shit ain't sounding right, man. Shit ain't looking right.
Nigga said Kodak got robbed, man.
What
Kodak
are we talking about? Yeah. Listen, Kodak is definitely like that. Listen, I fuck with Kodak much as the next nigga, but I mean, we talking about Jade. Bro, no, listen, bro. The sniper gangs, bro. I'm not.
Top 10, man.
But
if we saying if Curtis Blow is in the 50, Yak got to be up there somewhere.
No, you definitely right. No, you definitely right. You definitely right. They got the wrong K in that bitch. They got the wrong KB in that bitch. They got the wrong KB in that bitch. They got the wrong KB. Curtis Blow.
They sent off the email. It just said KB. You said they contacted the wrong nigga.
Wrong KB. Yeah, that is crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. Damn, yeah. But I saw a Future up there, man, and I was happy about that. I think they got Future right. He's like 30 something or maybe 40 something in the top 50. I think that's around. Yeah. I would say that's around. Giving respect to the
because Eminem's up there, even though a lot of people don't like the music that he the songs.
I don't get it, bro.
It's purely just for the rhyming ability. Because niggas, that's purely his rhyming ability has gotten him to this.
It's
far.
crazy
and the
though.
Storytelling too,
bro, he good, bro. I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to make you cry.
Nah.
They get through my closet. You not fucking with
what
that,
is that?
bro.
Damn, what is this shit?
Maybe 8 Mile.
Shit.
Maybe 8 Mile.
Lose yourself, man.
There it is.
I think that's what it. Maybe 8 Mile ruined it for me. I think the movie that
8 Mile ruined it for you.
It might have, and I'm not even going to say it was him.
Bro, that's how he came up.
I'm not even going to say it was him though. It was that nigga Mekhi Phifer with them fake dreads. That's why.
Now, you know what's funny? Those are definitely the fakest dreads I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, those dreads were fake.
I definitely remember that.
He really don't got nothing to do with the
those dreads
he
was
really
fake.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
They said that.
Dreads,
oh man,
those dreads.
I definitely remember that shit too.
To give an authentic answer on that top 10 though, I don't really have a problem with that. I'm still surprised about the Nicki though. I'm still.
I think I'm not even going on no female shit. I think they just. I think they had to do that. I feel like they said, okay, the top female artist got to be in the top 10, and then they.
You don't feel like there was another female,
you think so?
A female artist that could have been like an actual female rapper that could have probably maybe like a Kim.
Lil Kim. Well,
I definitely would have put Lil Kim up there.
I say Nicki Minaj.
I would have thought about Nicki.
I say Nicki Minaj because probably like objectively speaking, subjectively we're probably thinking more so about like like the actual like music and shit like that, like the actual like rapping and lyrics. Mm-hmm. But they're probably also going off of like for example, Kendrick was the only rapper to win a Pulitzer Award. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's a writer's award. Like no rapper's ever done that. Or Jay-Z has this and that amount of Grammys, shit like that. They probably also had those type of things into consideration, and that's why Lil Kim wouldn't be up there with a Nicki Minaj because she just don't got that. And personally, I think Nicki Minaj is better than Lil Kim. I personally think that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I just can't say that my 10 that I produced is not better than Nicki Minaj. I couldn't put her past anybody I put in my 10. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to her, obviously.
Yeah. Do you have Drake in yours?
Yeah, he's number 7. Right above Kanye. Right above Kanye.
Yeah. Okay. Because I guess it really just comes down to, and really all of these lists pretty much always come down to different criteria being used by the people making the list. Mm-hmm. Some things are more important than other things for some people. If there was ever just like a single rubric for what would make the best rapper, then you had a list of people for that, I'm sure everybody's list would probably more or less line up more likely than just being like, name your top 10 for sure. But moving on into the NBA, we are going to cross on over into sports right here because it has been a monumental couple weeks.
That's my crossover. That's my crossover, man.
And we're going to start off with, like I said before, the previous question was inspired by him. LeBron James has become the leading all-time scorer in NBA history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nobody in the league ever has gotten more buckets than LeBron James. Officially, nobody. You can't name anybody in the league who's gotten more buckets than him.
You can't
statistically.
You can't.
Sure, they may have a prettier game, but they ain't getting more buckets than that man.
Might got a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? Might got a bigger bag in their arsenal. You know what I'm saying? You might be more skilled. You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't get more buckets.
You don't got
him.
more.
I'm sorry. That's just how it is right there. And so, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on this? A brand new record for him. Where does this also as well, along with what do you think about this? Does this move him at all towards that number 1 status at all over Jordan? Do you think that this does anything for his argument towards it? Anything like that at all?
I will start by saying, obviously, congrats to LeBron James, man. Mm-hmm. He truly is a testament of what longevity looks like in sports, not only in sports, but really just in your life in general. I mean, and he's not older by any means, nothing like that. He's only about he's 38. So I mean, it's not old. But once again, when you play, when you're a professional athlete, your body is not the same as a normal 38 would be. So. I have to say he's arguably the best I've ever played a game. I mean, and it truly is amazing to be able to see him do that because, we didn't get to grow up seeing Jordan and what he did. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to had the opportunity to stay up and watch those games because we just wasn't around for that. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we probably take a look at watching basketball, he's on his way out of the league. So it's cool to see LeBron do that because we grew up with Bron. You know what I'm saying? Like he is our Michael Jordan for a better lack of terms as far as like this generation that we are in right now. So it's cool to see that. Once again, truly amazing from a statistical standpoint. He is, one of those guys that you just got to root for no matter what, because on and off the court, he's just an amazing person all around. Like you just look at bro and he just got, he got a good life. You can definitely look at bro and be like, yeah, that's something that I want to achieve. So once again, truly amazing. Still number 2. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna I gotta put MJ over that. I had to give you praise first, and then I'm gonna bash you. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta put my man MJ above you. Still, sorry. 6 rings. No, never been defeated. I'm not gonna go into it, but hey, man.
Hey, it's worth the question because that's a pretty big achievement right there.
It is.
It is
big.
Number 1 scorer of all time. That's a pretty big achievement. Just wanted to check the waters.
Not bigger than 6-0.
Definitely, like Hefe said, man, kudos to him, bro. Because I mean, all I can say is, bro, watching that shit. I'm not Bron, bro, but when I tell you that shit looked like a my career 2K moment, bro. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga just shoot the most threes in NBA history on 2K, you know what I'm saying? Like you get the little banner and shit, parade and all that. That's how it looked for him. Like I can only imagine. The emotions flaring, the you know what I'm saying, just everything that he's feeling all at once. You know what I'm saying? Watching that, it was funny because I definitely knew only 2 things was gonna happen. Either that was gonna like completely gas him out, which I mean, if you watched that game when he broke the record, that nigga was you would have thought he played all 20 years in that one game right there.
Yeah, no, that was all 20 coming out right there.
I knew
that was
he
all
was
20.
Gassed out or like
he was wiped after that one.
But I was like, you know
that
what,
nigga took
bro,
2 games off.
I don't blame you, but for me, I don't want to say there's some. I mean, it probably moves him up a little bit, but it doesn't really do anything as far as like what I think towards him. It's just another accolade that stacked to the books for me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the era that I grew up in, not Jordan's era. Bron would be like my number 1. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's not my favorite player, we all know that's KD. Shout out Phoenix because that's what I got to rep now. You know what I'm saying? But
we'll get to that. We'll get to
right.
that.
But yeah, definitely, man. It's still the same for me, man. Bron is still gonna be at the top of my podium for me, only because, like I said, this is the generation I grew up when. I didn't see, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see Michael Jordan. Of course, I seen Kobe, but I didn't see like younger Kobe and shit like that. But I mean, Bron is still who he is for me, man. He's still cemented number 1.
Yeah.
Just
Bron.
more greatness to what he's already doing, man. And I don't know when it's gonna come to an end, man. But I ain't gonna like it, bro. I ain't gonna like seeing all these greats or all these top tier guys that we seeing hooping now. I'm not gonna like seeing them retire. And I just watching that game just made me realize how close we are.
We got another few years, man. We gotta wait at least until the Suns gotta get to the league first. We at least know that. You know what I'm saying? The Suns gotta get to the league first, both of them, and then he might do that. So he will. So.
It's crazy to think, and it's a real shame that us as human beings that we work like this. It is what it is, but it's a shame that like you don't really notice these things or you take it for granted until things like this come around. Because it's crazy as hell to think since he entered the league, pretty much niggas been averaging pretty much over 25 a game, 27 a game every single year, all including
it's hard
now.
To do, man. That's hard to do.
Including now, hard, bro. 2 decades of just 27, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30.
He's averaging over 30 points in his 38th year,
he's
man.
38 years old, and he's still doing this. It takes times like this for us to not take things like that for granted. It really puts it in perspective because it's like, man, as you think of all the things you've done and had going on in life, no matter all those things you didn't have that's going on in your life, the heartbreak, the physical hardships, the emotional, the mental hardships, nigga LeBron was just getting buckets. Even through those, because he's human. He's going through these things too.
Damn, Quinn, thanks for putting my life into perspective.
Right. Just let niggas just
while the most devastating shit in the world is happening to me. LeBron's scoring 30 against the Kings and drinking Lobos right after.
Some real sad shit. Hey, Jamie, he done had his heart broke before the game. He's giving them sad fadeaway buckets. That's what he's doing the entire game.
You know what's funny, bro? It's funny because watching that game, I know y'all niggas seen it too. I know a salty nigga when I seen one, and that nigga Kareem was salty. Bro.
Stop it.
That nigga Kareem was.
I gotta stop saying that. He wasn't salty.
He was salty face when I seen
he wasn't
one,
salty.
When it comes to sports, I'm good at reading body language because I've been in positions like I done been on every spectrum, bro. I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? So I know a salty nigga.
He was salty,
He was salty.
I don't want to believe it, man.
There was just over the course of their time together. For the people that don't know about like the history between them, I don't think they've had any. There's never been any like actual problems. Kareem's old as hell, bro. But so there's not been actually any problems between the two outwardly. But they both definitely publicly had comments about one another that have been less than favorable.
That's why it'd be so funny.
So it's very apparent that Kareem could, from the comments outside at least, say he could care less about LeBron, and LeBron could care less about Kareem.
Even when you watch the
game,
when he recognized him in the game, like because they show like the clips of like Hall of Famers recognize him in the same game, like so they show the clip of Kareem, but when you hear what he's saying, like. He's just saying, like, yeah, it's good to see he's been doing this. He was able to do it straight out the gate out of high school. Like, it's little stuff like that. Like, you can hear key stuff like that. Like, somebody's salty.
It's funny. It's really funny, bro. It's truthfully funny because there was a tweet about that, too. Nigga said it's really funny when you put it in perspective because it's a nigga that you don't like being taken out of his house. He's an old dude to getting taken out of his house to congratulate and hand over an award to a nigga he don't like and the award is surpassing your life's work.
It's crazy, bro. And
that is a crazy. I didn't even think about it like that.
I thought he was going to do it in
life's work right there.
He did it a game early. He broke the record a game early. I could have sworn that he was going to do it Milwaukee game. I was going to be ready, prepared.
I was hoping for the hook shot, man.
I thought
LeBron is so petty. LeBron is so petty,
What if he do it that way? That's crazy.
You knew he was going to do it when he had the tux on, though. You knew
he was
going for it when he had the black tux on. You okay?
Bro, I tried to.
He's going to get it tonight, or he's going to take 42 shots, bro. He's going to take 42 shots, or he's going to get it tonight. It's one of those two things that's happening.
FanDuel would not let me cancel my transactions. I said, fuck. I said, God. He showed up in that black shit. I said, fuck, man. I was like, he doing it tonight. He going to get it tonight. He said, what time it was?
You already knew, man.
He said, you know what time it is, especially when the game came in. He had the headband on.
Yeah, that nigga was ready.
Said, it's young Bron out tonight. It's the young Bron out tonight. He brought the headband back.
I knew I was losing after that.
But then we're going to slide off there. We're going to go ahead into, NBA trades. A whole lot has happened right before this trade deadline. It shook up the league in ways that were unexpected. So let's just go through some of the people. Let's just start off, since we just talked about LeBron. Let's keep it LeBron. What do y'all think about some of the Lakers moves? They got rid of Russell Westbrook. They picked up D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and Mo Bamba.
I gotta say one thing.
Yeah, from Magic.
I gotta say one thing.
Go ahead.
Mr. Morant, yo, this your fault, yo. This your fault, bro. Like, this your fault.
Say he was good in the West.
Ever since you said you was good in the West, bro, we done seen the Nuggets surge up to the top of the West. Niggas done got super teams in the West now.
Jimmy, what did you say earlier for your for the great sustained greatness? Humility. That is one of the things that you need right there for sustained greatness. Look how quickly that shit changed.
Come on,
when you stop being humble. Look how quickly that shit
has
changed.
To now go up against. He got to go up against the Avengers. He got to go up against the Guardians of the Galaxy. He got to go up against the X-Men. Fantastic Four.
What they say,
bro? He's got all the elite buckets in his conference now, bro. He's got to go through the duo of Kyrie and KD. He's got to go through AD and Bron, or
Kyrie and Luka.
Oh yeah.
Kyrie and Luka. Booking
KD's over there in the Suns. Oh man,
yeah.
Oh man, that's a hell of a.
If Zion gets healthy, Zion and Ingram, you know what I'm saying?
It sucks, man, because I just seen another report saying that he aggravated his hamstring, man.
Yep. That's a topic for another NBA segment because it's starting to look like it's a question of, is this another one of those biggest what ifs?
Yeah,
Zion Williamson, is this another one of the big what ifs? Because I mean, he's done some great stuff already, but don't know how long we're gonna see that sustained greatness. But the Lakers, what do y'all think about those trades?
Yeah, I say, man, the Lakers got some good pieces. I think overall, I probably would have gave them like a B+ on a trade grade. Because they addressed it's funny, I was arguing with this dumbass nigga, you know what I'm saying, that I know in real life. You know what I'm saying, he was talking all this shit, you know, Danny Green, shit like that, you know what I'm saying. Neither here nor there. But essentially I told this nigga, you know, I was getting his ass. I said the Lakers, he a Laker fan. I said the Lakers, man, I said y'all need defense and y'all need shooting, yo. Like, and so y'all finally addressed that. You know what I'm saying? I went out and got like Juan said, Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, even Rui. Y'all got some 2A wing depths, so to help y'all out. So that's really good. And then shooting, you know what I'm saying? I think Quinn, you had said something to me a while back. You said now they got like 5 players that shoot above 35% from the three.
Before they had before the trade, they had 3 players that shot above 35% from 3 or above 33 or something like that. Now they got 6.
So
they
there you go.
They doubled all the shoot. They doubled.
You got shooters now. And and even speaking of that, Danny Green, they you know, I heard that he got bought out his contract in Houston, and he was thinking about going back to the Lakers. So if y'all get another Danny Green, I'm definitely getting that nigga ass I was talking about earlier.
If they grab Danny Green,
if they give Danny Green,
they buy him out, that would be
never
hilarious.
Going to hear it from the end.
That would be so funny.
Never going to hear it. Never going to hear the end from me. Never.
I do agree. I agree with you, man. They addressed a lot of those issues that they had right there.
So
and the game with them against the Golden State, they didn't have LeBron. They look good. They look like a cohesive unit. Like they had the proper parts to make a real contending team. Like, okay, we got defenders, shooters, got a playmaker on the bench and off the we doing okay right now.
It's okay.
What you think, Will?
It definitely does now look like a team that can hold afloat if their stars, you know, Bron or
sit down. They
or
don't,
AD
they
sit
don't
down
die.
for a game. It looks like they now have a team that can really generate some points and make momentum, and, you know, like I said, so to speak, keep the team afloat. You know, those guys got to miss time. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I might have to go maybe like an A- as far as like what the Lakers did. I'm not gonna go A or A+. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but like you said, I definitely feel like they addressed main issues, even though they had to depart. Even though I understand from my favorite point guard, Russ. You know what I'm saying? I understand that was the move that they needed. You know, I see they got like I said, D'Lo. He helps them. He spaces the floor out more than Russ does. I feel like he's a better playmaker. I feel like, you know, for the team, and of course the two-way depth of Rui and Jared Vanderbilt alone. I feel like that's defensively what they needed. Vanderbilt, he's a tall, lanky dude. You know what I'm saying? He's good at spotting up for a 3 or just driving to the rack off of, you know what I'm saying, pick and rolls and stuff like that. Rui, I mean, he was we already know who he was in Washington, and just showing what he's doing for the Lakers, hitting threes, hitting cut shots and everything like that. Mo Bamba, I like that. I really do.
And that nigga ain't gonna play.
I like it because I think let me tell you why I think he's gonna play though. I feel like he's gonna play because Mo Bamba he's pretty decent, bro. I know not everybody watches Orlando games, but Mo Bamba is decent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's gonna lock nobody down or give you consistent, you know what I'm saying, like 20 and 10 or anything like that. But I feel like he kind of is going to fill that role of like how JaVale McGee, maybe not on the defensive side that much, but I feel like he's gonna be more, so to speak, to help them as far as like a big that can help them in transition, which is something that they needed, something that can keep fast pace for them. But I mean, I like how the Lakers look. I'm just saying as far as like transition. I don't think he's. I don't know about JaVale. I don't know about that comparison, but you know. But I definitely like what the Lakers did, I feel like this is the time now. They have, time after All-Star break to turn it around a little bit and get them back above 500. I feel like this is the time right now. They're not too far out of the play-in. They still have time. So
super competitive conference.
The West is up in the air as it is anyway. I feel like they have just about a decent amount of shot that is as anybody else in the West that are not like true contenders, but people that can still compete.
They got to go on a couple streaks. They're fighting for play-in contention at this point in time. So if they want to get out of that, it's going to be a little tough. And then maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 6 games back from being out of like the play-in spot. So they got to go on some streaks, man. They got to start putting some wins together.
People like this right here, though, I agree with both of you. I think I'd put the ranking of the grade around what y'all did, A- even. I might even join one with that, just because when it comes to superstars, they don't really need much. They just need you to. They definitely need a little bit, though. That's the thing. They don't need much, but they just can't do literally everything. They can't play, make, score all the points, play all the defense, and close the game. They need some help. And that's definitely what they got right there, especially in all the ways that they needed it. And especially, like we said with LeBron, man, you just need some more shooters around him, the better. And there was with the way the Lakers were looking for a period of time, it was looking like he was their best shooter. And that is a bad position for your team to be in. If LeBron James is your best shooter, that is a rough position. Yeah, that's a rough position for your team to be in if he's your best shooter. So the fact that they got some things like that, and like I said, the superstars, they don't need much, but they need just a little bit of help to bring it home. And so that's going to go transition us over to Brooklyn, the biggest possible bust, possible shoulda, coulda, woulda been team ever, has now completely disbanded. And speaking of superstars getting a little help, Luka is now paired up with Kyrie Irving. Got rid of some depth, some 3-and-D players that were over there, but they got Luka, somebody that the team can reliably trust to have the ball and provide scoring and even a little bit of playmaking when Luka goes to the bench. The offense for the Mavericks doesn't die now when Luka gets off the court. And like you were talking about with Danny Green going to the Lakers, Terrence Ross, another person on the Magic, might be going over to the Mavericks.
I want to say he got bought out.
Yeah, he got bought out. So there he was looking. The Mavericks came out as front runners to go pick him up.
Nah, he went to the Clippers actually.
Oh, he already went somewhere.
He already went to the Clippers.
Well, that's a good pickup for them too.
Oh wait, he was to the.
I saw he got bought out, and I know the Mavericks were looking to get to him. Nonetheless, though, what do y'all think of the Kyrie and Luka pairing?
A lot of people didn't like it. Me personally, I liked it. I don't like it as far as I don't think they're gonna. I still don't see them being one of the top 3 teams or top 2 teams that come out of the West. That is, I don't see them that high, but I definitely still do see them as something that they needed as far as having someone reliable for Luka to actually depend on, someone that they actually have to draw the double team off of Luka, off of Luka now. Somebody that's gonna knock down that shot, somebody that's gonna. You got to think. You got 2 players that are ISO heavy. Just spread the floor. Have those guys that are knocking down those shots. Pretty much. Just get out the way. Because nobody's touching the ball. No one's touching the ball. I did see the game. Who did they play first?
Kings.
The King. Yeah, I want to. I saw Kyrie. He was passing it off. He was looking real nice. Of course, Luka is Luka passing wise, but I mean, I like it for, like I said, for the simple fact that it's somebody to take that pressure off of Luka, somebody reliable, somebody that they needed. Not no Tim Hardaway Jr., not no Finley, not no Dinwiddie who's streaky. You know what I'm saying? I definitely liked getting Kyrie there. I still don't see them, like I said, as a top 2 team to come out of the West, but I definitely see them getting a little further, maybe run one round further now than previous. So.
Well, ironically enough, isn't that the finals? One round further.
They made it to the Western Conference last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say one round further. That would be the finals, and I'm glad you said that because I personally think that, just to get my point off on this one, I think that I agree with you on it. Actually, I take it even a step further. I really like the pairing. After giving it a little bit of thought and knowing how they were and like looking at how they both, I like this pairing, and I think that this actually really could work. Just simply because Luka got them to the Western Conference Finals by himself. And the piece that they added did exactly what you just said, took the double teams off of him, gave them somebody that's reliable. But the thing that I think goes underrated for this matchup is the same thing that works with LeBron. It's hard to play with somebody that's very ball dominant. Kyrie was able to do it with LeBron, and D Wade was able to do it because they're, oddly enough, not everybody is blessed with this ability from what I'm seeing. They're able to play my turn, your turn basketball, and it actually be like fine. Like they're cool with that. Like Kyrie was actually cool. Like, I'm gonna just sit over here, let you do your thing. And then when it's my turn with like 10 seconds on the clock, that shit, nigga, you gave me more than enough time to go to work. You go ahead, hit him with this, that, and the third, and it's fine. And there's no complaints or anything because that's just like his game. And I also, as well, like you said, I've seen the game too between him and the Kings. I don't think I've seen Kyrie Irving take more wide open shots than that, like ever.
Really
like Luka, because that 5-out offense they run, bro, he was wide open on some of these shots, like uncontested. It is crazy. So I really think this pairing will work.
I was looking at his spacing specifically and comparing it to how it was in Brooklyn. Even though Brooklyn, they were running a 5-out, so to speak, in a sense, because of course those guys are gonna ISO ball. But now when they wrapped in with Ben coming in and they do like a little off-ball screen or handoff screen and stuff like that, it congested the floor a little bit more. So you saw a little less of Kyrie. Seeing Kyrie now in this completely different offensive strategy, like you said, like a complete 5-out, because that's all the Mavs do. Seeing Kyrie have all this space to work with is crazy.
It's a lot of space, and he's a bucket. He's getting like spot up, bounce the ball, dribble one time, and then take it like wide open threes. It's crazy.
Can't give Kyrie that type of space, man. Can't do that.
The thing I like, because I feel like one thing about Luka's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything from Luka, but I feel like the game plan that has been for Luka over the past maybe 2-3 seasons now is, you can kind of game plan for him or just sit in the chair or keep the scores afloat or whatever up until like the fourth quarter. Because by the fourth quarter, he's getting tired because he's done everything for 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? You always see Luka getting tired around the fourth quarter or overtimes and things of that nature. And I feel like having Kyrie, we all know who Kyrie is. I'm talking about one of the most elite scorers. Somebody who definitely turns up in the fourth quarter at a flip of a switch. I feel like that's something that's also, going to help relieve that pressure off of Luka specifically. So it's kind of like now you're going to be looking at it like, well, who do I, hone into? Because if I try to lock up Luka, I got to worry about Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? I try to lock up Kyrie, I don't worry about Luka or
that's a crazy headache for the defense.
That's a lot to deal with, bro. I don't know what the Clippers were gonna do. Paul George and Kawhi was struggling with just Luka. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's the same thing Kyrie did for LeBron. It's the same thing he did for LeBron. Getting those triple doubles like that, boy, that takes a lot out of you by the last 2 minutes. And if it's still a game by then, and you've already got 33, 13, and 12, it's like, Jesus, and I gotta hit the game winner too. Good Lord. Okay. And it's like, okay, well now you got somebody that'll help keep it, not so much a game around that time.
For real. Yeah, man. The KD to the Suns, Kyrie to the Mavs, that shit was crazy. I wasn't expecting it, but it wasn't definitely wasn't far from my mind of things that could have happened, especially once Kyrie got traded. When I got that word that Kyrie was on his way, I was like, yeah, I think KD was probably going to force his way out too. Yeah,
I think that's I'm not even to cut you off, but I feel like that's probably why I wasn't so surprised or stunned, because we do remember, he requested a trade to that.
He tried to leave to start the season.
He tried to leave
to start the season.
You know what I'm saying? He tried to leave it, and you got to know, like, when it comes to sports, you know what I'm saying, things, when it comes to, like, how your emotions feel, right? You got somebody asking for a trade, saying, I don't want to play for y'all, but y'all still got to move forward that season with that same player. Bro,
it's tough.
It's going to be hard to reprimand that relationship, that bond, or have somebody look like they wholeheartedly want to be there when both parties know that, you know what I'm saying, they don't. So I already feel like that was, especially when Kyrie got his exit, I was like, okay, well, I mean, It could be any day. It could be next season. You never know. But I just know for sure I definitely wasn't as surprised as like when I heard about KD going to the Nets or the Warriors. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Warriors is up there for everybody, but it definitely wasn't as surprising for me this time, seeing his trade request.
Yeah, bro. Like I wasn't expecting it, but I'm definitely glad that it happened for both of them because it finally does shed the light on the fact that that organization is definitely is trash top down. Yeah. And I love it because it doesn't make Harden seem as crazy and much like a baby now because
it doesn't.
You understand now why he forced his way out of that situation. Everybody went, bro. And then literally like just like that whole Kyrie suspension thing, like that was really more so motivated by the Brooklyn Nets organization. That in itself, you know, like that rubbed me wrong, you know what I'm saying? And I had my thoughts and my reservations about the team from an organizational standpoint and perspective at that point. But, you know, I say like I'm happy that it happened. Once again, it's crazy to think, but at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, there's definitely fragmentation in that organization, man. I think it started really more so with hiring Steve Nash. Not to say he's a bad person or anything like that, but I just don't think that he was the right person for that job. Wasn't the right person for that job.
For that yet, man.
A lot of quite a task for a first year coach.
I don't know about you guys. I'm just happy I can finally stop trying to hype up Ben, Royce O'Neal. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm happy that I don't gotta hype that.
Now you hyping up the Phoenix players.
Now I gotta hype you over there with Phoenix after pretty much just talking crazy about them. So now I gotta kind of backtrack a little bit. But I mean,
what I wanted to say to you about that was, you know, like you're still a Brooklyn fan for the rest of the season.
You
know that,
I never
right?
was a Brooklyn fan.
But it don't matter, yo. It don't matter, yo. It don't matter, bro. Dog, dummy, you was definitely rolling with Brooklyn for like you was talking Brooklyn. And I'm sorry, yo. I know your favorite player is gone. I know he on a different team, but dog, you want to catch him up next year, yo. I hope they repeat. I hope they do a repeat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're still a Brooklyn fan, dummy. Nah, you still a Brooklyn fan, bro.
Quinn was just able to.
Quinn was a free agent. Quinn was a free agent. We got him before the trade deadline. We got him before the trade deadline. We got him before the deadline. He signed before the deadline.
As soon as KD packed his bag, I was gone.
Yeah, but you left
the 1 a.m. with him.
I was going before him.
No. You wasn't part of the package deal, bro. They got your bird rights over there in Brooklyn, bro. You locked down, W. You there?
I'm gonna still keep my eye on him because I still like
you ain't
a lot of the
keeping
guys.
your eye on
Brooklyn. They got a cool little squad. They got a cool little squad.
They almost beat us. They almost beat us the other day.
Oh, yeah,
Thank God they did.
Y'all don't. Yeah.
Thank God they did.
Almost hit that
game tying. Yeah, they almost hit that game tying shit.
Half court shit.
Hey man, look, but we ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about is the fact that it's crazy because the Suns' title odds, man, they jumped from like something crazy like 10th to 3rd.
I saw it.
After like immediately after
KD up there, man, makes a world of a difference, right?
Truly a testament. Truly a testament to his offensive prowess.
All I'm gonna say is, last time we seen KD in the West, he was a champion. All I'm gonna say. I don't got nothing else to say.
If he can do it for Chris Paul. If he can do this for Chris Paul, man, KD gets him some respect. Bro, KD
gets some respect.
Bro, he's got a very. I heard somebody say this before. Not this exactly.
Chris Paul also asked after this as well too.
KD's got a very interesting resume, man. If he can pull this off in Phoenix, this puts him in a very interesting light because he's kind of like a solidified like. At this point, if he does it in Phoenix, he's like the best sidekick of all time. and KD.
Oh, KD.
And I'm talking about like as far as like winning championships go, not basketball skill. Obviously, he's the great of all time. But like when it comes to the winning,
think he'd be a sidekick on this. I think D Book going to take that back seat.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. The reason I say the sidekick thing is just simply because he joined up with Golden State to go ahead and get it done.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then now he's going on over here, and he's got an established team, a good culture, good leadership with Chris Paul. Got a hot young rook, right? Well, not really a a rookie, but you get what I mean with D-Book. Yeah, he's jumping on these things. He's just pushing these people over the edge. He's not really like building these things.
Yeah,
KD said he just wants
but
to
it's interesting though.
Just have everything together.
Yeah, that's true. Sidekick might not even be the right word. I don't know. Maybe great as X Factor. God damn it, that might be the right term. X Factor or something.
It's only. If we really being honest, it's only maybe a handful of people we can really say if you just throw them on any team, you know what I'm saying, that they can be a true title contender.
Yeah.
LeBron definitely is one. KD definitely is one. I still have Steph in there. If
Giannis too
were to happen, Giannis. Who we got? I still got him. I don't know. I don't know if I want to give it to Embiid. I can't give it to Embiid. Just
listen, bro. Listen,
give it to Embiid.
Yeah, listen, bro. Listen, you can't. I can't because he hasn't won it. He hasn't done it.
I
can't do it.
I'm not even gonna give it to Kawhi. I wouldn't even give it. I'm not.
No. You have to give that to Kawhi because niggas literally threw him on Toronto and they became champions. Listen, bro. Crazy story.
What was that? 2018? Was that 2018?
I don't.
So.
Sometimes something like that. Something like that. I don't know.
2018, I think so.
Lot of crazy shit happened that year.
There's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Hit the shot on
I couldn't remember
that.
That
Was crazy.
Hey, look.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Well, no, you don't. You don't need to find that. You don't need to find that. It's not relevant. But Kyrie being the offensive monster he is, I do like that pairing though, Quinn. Like you said, that definitely makes them, in my opinion, the best backcourt in the league. I think he just gave Mavs the best backcourt in the league. I love to see what they do defensively. They definitely give, like I said, they're giving up Spencer Dinwiddie. Dorian Finney-Smith was a big defender for them as well too. Yeah. So they gave up that. They got to lean a little bit more on the second year wingman Josh Green. He's number 8 on the team, but they got to rely on him a little bit more. He's been producing actually. He really has been producing.
He's been playing pretty good.
He's a great shooter. Yeah, he's a great shooter. I think he came out of I could be wrong. I think he came out of Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. But he's a pretty good guy, as far as his talent. And I just love to see what they do defensively. I know this is something that Jason Kidd wanted for sure. Because you got an offensively minded point guard. You might as well get the best backcourt that you can get, right? So
yeah.
Offensively minded. I'm sorry, point guard coach. I'm a fault. That's what I meant to say. A point guard coach. Y'all get it.
Nonetheless,
yeah.
Well, people, that right there is a great episode of the Geeked Up Podcast brought to you by the Inside Wolves Entertainment crew. Check us out on social media. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you're listening on. Thank you. Whatever you're watching on, thank you. We appreciate you because we like to have great conversations and bring them to y'all so you can have great conversations. Hey, look at that. Wakanda
forever.
Wakanda forever. And we are out.
For more Inside Wolf content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that link tree in our bio to bring you to all our platforms. Let's get it.